Hi there, thank you for joining me. We're going to do a little quick resistance band class. So some of the exercises you will need a band to do. You will be able to do it without if you want to, just to have any resistance there. So I wouldn't miss this one out just because you haven't got a band. But if you do have a resistance band, then pop and get it. Pop this at the end of another class, or maybe do a quick warm-up beforehand, because we're going to get straight into it. Okay, we're going to start in a standing position to work our arms. Now we're going to pop our 1 foot forward, and I'm going to pop the band just on my underneath my foot. So let's take that one leg forward. It's nice and straight. We're going to keep the other leg nice and straight as well for a little bit of a stretch. So bring these elbows into the waist. Make sure you've got plenty of band. Head and shoulders nice and tall. Try not to slump into that band. We're going to keep those elbows there. We're going to gently bend these elbows, bringing these hands up towards those shoulders. And then we're going to go gently back down. So we're going to exhale, coming up. And inhale back down. And we're going to keep going. Now we're working our biceps, the front of our arms. Just taking your time. Exhale, we're going to bend and inhale back again. Nice and steady. So this one can be done any point throughout the day to just work those biceps, building up strength in those arms. Exhale and inhale. Tummy's engaged, nice and steady. Making sure those wrists are nice and rigid, so it's just the elbows that are moving. Exhale and inhale. Okay, let's make our next one, our last one. Well done. And we're going to relax. Okay, let's relax. Let's bring our other leg forward now. And this time we're going to work our triceps. So let's pop our leg just behind, and let's straighten these arms. So making sure these legs are nice and straight. We're going to just push those arms back. Now keep those arms straight, push back, and then forward again. Exhale, going back, and inhale, forward. Exhale, back, inhale, forward. Keeping this back really still and straight, just pushing these arms back and forward. Feeling those triceps switch on behind those arms. In and out. Exhale and inhale. Bringing in the tummy, squeezing the pelvic floor nice and steady. Exhale and inhale. Again, really nice exercise, can be done at any point throughout the day. Maybe you've got a couple of minutes, just get yourself a band or resistance band and just work these triceps, the back of those arms. Exhale and inhale. Maybe if you're watching TV or something, you can do this. If you can do a set of 3, maybe do some bicep curls on one leg and then your triceps extensions on the other, doing 3 sets. You will really feel a difference very quickly. We're just going to do 1 set here though. Exhale and inhale. Okay, let's just go a couple more times. In and out. Last one now. And we're going to relax. Okay, let's relax when you're ready. So we're going to do another shoulder exercise. Now, if you've got a bad back, I would do this one standing up. But if you are comfortable sitting down, let's go down onto the mat when you're ready. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. You can sit however you feel comfortable. We're going to do this one where we bring the arms up and then we bring the band behind our shoulders and then up towards the ceiling. Okay, so standing up or sitting up nice and tall. Let's extend those arms up. Elbows locked, make sure you've got plenty of band in the middle. So keeping the head nice and still, we're going to push those hands back slightly to open up the shoulders. I'm going to bring these hands down level with the shoulders, and then we're going to go back up towards the ceiling. Well done. We're going to exhale, coming down, and inhale back up. We're going to keep going. Now, if you are comfortable doing this with the band, you could come down a little bit further. So you could come down, bringing those hands down towards the floor, and then back up again. Exhale, coming down, and inhale back up. And we're going to keep going. Now, if you are bringing the band to the back of the shoulders, just make sure that you're not pushing your head forward to move that band behind you. You're keeping those shoulders pushed back. If you need to move your head, then maybe just don't go down too far. Exhale, going down. And inhale back up. Well done. Okay, let's make our next one, our last one. There we go. And back up again. Well done. Okay, give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. Up, back and down. Okay, let's pop on our backs and we're going to use the band on our legs now. Now again, you can do this one without a band, but it's much harder without a band. So this is where we're going to do a one leg stretch. So we take the leg down towards the floor and then back up. Okay, so let's put the band on the leg when we're ready. Elbows on the floor and these hands stay really still. Let's bring in the tummy and pelvic floor. So we're going to take that leg down towards the floor and then flex the foot and come gently back up. Exhale, moving away. And inhale, back up again. And we're going to keep going nice and steady. Now keep going at this level if you want to. If your back's okay though, you can make sure your core's engaged and bring your second leg into tabletop position. Now this second leg that's in tabletop position, make sure we push the knee away slightly to engage the core. Make sure the ankle's in line with the knee and the toes pointed. Keeping these hands still to use the resistance of the band to build up strength in that leg. Exhale, going down. And inhale, back up. And keep going, nice and steady. Bringing in the tummy and squeezing the pelvic floor. Just mobilizing and stretching. Relaxing the lower back. Just taking your time. In and out, in and out. Well done. Okay, so let's make our next one, our last one. And we're going to relax. So keeping the band there, pop the other leg down, pull on this band so we can feel a stretch down the back of that hamstring, down the back of that leg, and hold. Nice deep breath. In and out. Okay, keeping that there. Let's take the leg out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Keeping that other knee really steady and still. And then bringing that leg back again. So that bent leg, let's extend it out. And then we can bring that other leg just across the center of the body. Again, holding, nice deep breath. And then let's come back to the center. We're going to bend the leg and relax. Okay, let's pop the band on the other foot now. Again, elbows on the floor, the hands stay nice and still. We're going to take the leg down towards the floor and then flex that foot as you come back up. Exhale, moving away. And inhale, coming back. And we're going to keep going. If your back's okay, remember you could just bring that other leg into tabletop. Make sure that tummy stays engaged. If you feel your back arching or you've lost control of the tummy at any point, just pop that other leg down. Exhale, moving away. And inhale, back again. And keep going, nice and slow. Working that thigh, really building up strength and stability. Using the band to go that little bit longer, really pushing into that band so we can use the resistance. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Okay, so let's just go one more now. And we're going to relax. Let's pop that second leg down. Let's pull on the bands. So again, we can feel the stretch in the outside of the hair. In and out. In and out. And then holding it there, let's take the leg out to the side, stretching that inner thigh. And then we're going to come back to the center. So this bent leg, let's extend it out. So we can bring that band leg over the center. And again, hold. In and out. And then we're just going to come back to the center, bend the leg and relax. Let's have a full body stretch now. Stretching the arms, stretching the legs. Okay, so staying just on our backs, we're going to work our shoulders now again. So this one, let me just show you, is where we're going to open up those shoulders and then coming gently back again. Okay, so let's have our hands up towards the ceiling. Plenty of band in the middle now for our arms to extend out. And let's have our feet and our knees hip width apart, tucking the chin in now. So lengthening through the elbows, relaxing the shoulders down. We're going to exhale as we open. And inhale back again. And we're going to keep going, nice and steady. Now try to open up at the shoulders. So not over the tummy, not over the head, following the line of those shoulders. Making sure that the elbows are nice and straight. Exhale, going down. And inhale back again. Taking your time, breathing in and out. Just hovering, really stretching, nice and steady. In and out. In and out. Great for working these upper back muscles. Really good for working the upper body, shoulders, and also the pectoral muscles, those muscles that join your shoulders to your rib cage. Nice and steady. Okay, so let's make our next one, our last one. And we're going to relax. Okay, so let's go back to our feet now. So we're going to pop the band just on our foot. Elbows in now. We're going to pop the elbows down. So bend that leg and have a little bit of tension in that band. Hands stay nice and still. And we're going to push against the band, lengthening. And then bringing that leg back really slow. So exhale, pushing away. And inhale back again. Make sure you go really slow on your return, because you want the band to just build the resistance in the knee and the thigh each way. So you're pushing away, pushing against that resistance, and then bringing that leg back again to just stretch that hip. So stretch through that glute. Inhale and exhale. Nice and steady, breathing in and out, taking your time. In and out. Well done. Okay, let's make our next one, our last one. And we're going to come back and relax. Okay, taking the band off now, popping that foot just on that other band. And then again, keeping those hands just nice and engaged, pushing away against the band, extending, and slowly back. Exhale away, and inhale back. I really like this one if you've got a bad knee, because it's going to build up strength and stability around that knee joint. Adding that flexion into that knee. You're building up strength in your thigh, really important muscle if you have got bad knees. Also working these hamstrings. Breathing in and out. In and out. Okay, we're just going to go one more. Now we're going to keep the band on and we're just going to have a quick go at doing a double leg one. So let's pop the band over both feet now. So if you've got a bad back, be careful how far you extend these legs out. pushing away. And then gently back again. Exhale away. Inhale back again. Keep going. Making sure when you extend these legs out, you keep the middle part of your back pushed down to make sure that that back's nice and safe. Don't watch the feet, just look up towards the ceiling, making sure that we're relaxed in the head and the shoulders. Lots of mobility going on in the hip and the knees now. Really working both thighs. Working the core, but offering that back that little bit of support by using this band. A really good exercise for working those lower abdominal muscles. Those two that don't really like doing a lot, but they're really important for our back health. Okay, let's make our next one our last one. Okay, hold it there. Bring the legs both up towards the ceiling and pull on that band, feeling that stretch just down the back of the hamstrings. Flexing the feet and holding. Nice deep breath in and out. Okay, bend those knees. Just relax the band off now. Let's have a full body stretch, stretching the arms and the legs. Okay, so let's just come up into a seated position. We can come up into a standing position if you prefer. We're just going to set ourselves back up. So let's bring in our tummy, squeeze the pelvic floor, shoulders up, back and down. And we're going to zip ourselves up nice and tall. Thank you for joining me, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.